Good morning everyone and welcome back to the Later Life Show with Matt and Jade. Today's episode 4 and what we're going to be talking about today is how long the equity release process takes and what to expect as part of the process.
Yes, we'll go through this as a step-by-step guide so that, as Matt said, you know what to expect. Hopefully avoid any potential delays.
What we're going to do now is break this down into a step-by-step guide for you. Let's assume that you've already completed some basic research online and you're thinking about applying for a lifetime mortgage. Step 1 would be to come and speak to a financial advisor or qualified mortgage broker. So this usually can happen quite quickly once you've engaged with them and made contact, usually within a couple of days. Most financial advisors and mortgage brokers can offer a range of contact methods as well. So if you prefer face-to-face or a remote meeting on Teams or Zoom, they'll be able to facilitate that. So during your first meeting with your financial advisor or mortgage broker, they would usually complete what's called a fact find, which they'll delve into your financial situation, your goals and objectives. At that point, they'll usually take some time to go away and complete their research in terms of what mortgage product is most suitable, and then usually invite you back for a second meeting to present their findings. Again, the speed of this can depend on how quickly you want to move as a client and also the advisor's availability, but it's probably worth allowing a week to 2 weeks for this part of the process. Moving on to step 2 or stage 2. So once your financial advisor or mortgage broker has selected the most suitable mortgage plan for you, next stage will be actually applying to that lender. So at this stage, your financial advisor will start talking to you around the need for a specialist lawyer or solicitor to provide you independent legal advice. So at this stage, it's really important you start to do some research and find a solicitor that's competent and expert in dealing with lifetime mortgage contracts. There's lots of material available online to help with this, and also speaking to your financial advisor or mortgage broker, they'll probably be able to recommend a solicitor as well. In terms of timeframes, again, depending on how quick you and your financial advisor want to work together, I'd probably allow between 1 and 2 weeks for this part of the process. Okay, so moving on to step 3. Once your mortgage application has been made to your proposed lender, they're going to want to come out to your property and value it to make sure it's suitable for mortgage lending. So this would involve sending out a qualified valuer and surveyor. In terms of process and timeframes, I would imagine this would take somewhere between 2 and 3 weeks, but I would check with your mortgage broker or financial advisor as it does vary between lender. Also at stage 3, it's really important that you formally instruct your chosen solicitor if you haven't done already. So this will involve making contact with them directly or via your financial advisor or mortgage broker to provide all of your contact information so they can set a file up and begin the onboarding process with yourselves.
So then step 4, we've got the issue of your mortgage offer, and this would usually arrive with you within, say, a week to 2 weeks after your valuation. What happens is the lender will issue a copy to yourself and to your financial advisor or mortgage broker, and they will also issue a copy to your chosen solicitor. So step 5 is all about the legal advice and the legal part of your lifetime mortgage journey. So what happens here is, providing you have already instructed your solicitor and the mortgage offer has been issued, post receiving the mortgage offer will be when the solicitor can issue you with your legal advice formally. And at this stage, a solicitor appointment will need to be booked, which must be face-to-face, and majority of the time it can take place at your home, so you can feel nice and comfortable in your home setting. And what happens is the solicitor will come and visit you. They will take you through the legal implications, so the risks and the rewards to your lifetime mortgage. They will take copies of identification, so photographic ID. Also any outstanding documents. So sometimes at this point, your building's insurance, you may not have passed that over to your solicitor. So the visiting solicitor will take that away with them. And at this point, they will be sort of getting a sense and a check for any capacity issues or potential vulnerabilities that you may have. One of the benefits of working with us here at Equalaw is that we can cover the whole of England and Wales. So we will arrange for one of our mobile solicitors to visit you at home where you feel far more comfortable. And this part of the process usually takes around 4 weeks. The final step we have is step 6, and that's the completion. So following your solicitor's signing meeting, all paperwork will then be sent to the lender's solicitors where they will review and set completion. This usually takes them around a week, and then on completion day, you should expect a telephone call from your solicitor, and then the funds will be released usually by the next working day. Overall, in terms of timescales, let's assume there's no complexities along the way. From start to finish, we would expect a timescale of 8 to 12 weeks.
Okay, so Jade mentioned for you to expect somewhere between 8 to 12 weeks for the process to take place, assuming there's no major complexities to your application. Now, we're going to be following this in more detail in future episodes, but just to give you a bit of a feel for some of the things that might make your case take a bit longer, it would be where your solicitors need to investigate a more complex title setup, complete a transfer of equity, or satisfy lender special conditions.
So our usual disclaimer that all information shared today does not constitute as financial or legal advice, and Equalaw will accept no liability on any actions taken based on this information today. If you have any further questions, please feel free to visit our website, equalaw.uk.com.
Right, thanks everyone for joining us on today's episode. I hope you found our step-by-step guide useful. Next week we're going to be discussing how to repay your equity release mortgage, so join us then to find out more. So bye from me.
Goodbye.
Outtakes. Okay, moving on to step 3. At this stage, once your application.
So following your signing meeting, all of the documents then go to Equalaw. To your solicitor.
Thinking of paying off your lifetime mortgage. So join us then and... What am I going on about? Join us then? I should have said join us then to hear more, shouldn't I?